Gentlemen, I am curious, as a woman, what's going on here? Tell me your motivation. Why do you do it? What kind of, does it get you attention? Are you getting laid? Are women falling for this? Do we need to re-educate the young women? To be like, no, but you shouldn't give them any play until they get a belt. But maybe they think it's cool. I don't know. I just drove back from a failed attempt to mail my neurofeedback equipment to some people because the UPS store closed at 3 and I did not know that. They changed their hours. So sorry, y'all. Everything's going to have to go Monday. Now, as I'm driving, I see a young man walking down the street. And what do I see? Which we all know what this is. The bubble butt, black underwear, and then the pants underneath at the bottom. Very purposely, right? On purpose. It's not because you don't have a belt. Pants below. So we have full, it's covered in underwear, but it's full exposure of the butt crack. Somebody says, he did this in the son's butt. So why? Why is this still happening? So my son's basketball things, AAU on the weekends, I see tons of grown ass men. That was 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know. But fit body. So I'm confused. I hypothesize, that a stable body and fitness and working out and eating well leads to a stable brain, and that leads to stable behavior. But I see a lot of people, I do, like this, a lot of stable bodies, thin muscles. They are making good choices. They are making some good choices, right? But why doesn't the brain make the good choice, the behavior of pulling up the pants? Why are they thinking still this is a good thing? And so I see these men, 40, 50, 60 maybe, with their asses all doing that. I'm like, wow, these are grown. These are the dads. They have a job. They're paying for this shit. It's an overpriced AAU. We're all paying. This is a racket. But okay. So why do they want us to see their underwear this badly? Like, how did that become appropriate? And why is it still going? I know the backstory of the prison. I know the whole backstory. I get it. And the gangs and what it meant and blah, 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 blah. We all know it. Why is it still going on? And I've never been able to ask them. I really want to go and get a focus group of them hanging out in the corner or be like, whatever. So, gentlemen, I am curious, as a woman, what's going on here? Tell me your motivation. Why do you do it? What kind of, does it get you attention? Are you getting laid? Are women falling for this? Do we need to re-educate the young women? To be like, no, but you shouldn't give them any play until they get a belt. But maybe they think it's cool. I don't know. Well, Bill Cosby said all kinds of shit and he was raping people. So I really don't know if we should take Bill Cosby's advice. Because he's a big old treasonous rape. I mean, I shouldn't use that word. He's nasty. He fooled us all, didn't he? Ooh, Bill Cosby. Damn. About ruined my damn childhood with that whole revelation. That was hard. I'm not going to lie. It's a thug, tough guy thing. They think it looks like they're badass. It's easier to look tough. How exactly does exposing your butthole make you tough? I don't understand. I mean, it's the idea of try to rape me in the ass and you'll see what happens to you. Is that what the message, I'm tough because I show my butt. I don't get it. Is that what men do? I don't know. know. I never dated a man with his ass showing. So, I don't get it. And I dated some thugs. I dated drug runners and gun runners and drug dealers in Detroit. Nobody had their ass hanging out. So I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's continued, you know? What do you guys think about it? Let it breathe. Oh, I mean, I just saw it and I'm like, so women do like it, huh? I guess, is that really what it is? I don't understand it. I don't want to say I blame women then, but maybe I blame women. Why are you know what I mean? You know, there's that one stand-up talks about that, like men who don't know how to make love and they're really bad in bed. And she finally was like, well, I blame all the women. Why are you faking it? Like, why do you let him think he's competent when he's not? I'm just saying. It just really, you know, because with this podcast coming out Monday and working on writing this kind of like manual to optimal brain health for my son, like, what is happening in the psyche of these men that are still doing this? And then the culture at large. It looks so stupid. I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm like, my son thinks it looks stupid. So, I mean, fine. But a lot of people don't. I want to understand it. I mean, I think a lot of things people do look stupid. That they apparently, it's popular. So I'm probably the alien here. I'll accept that. Maybe I just don't get it. I don't understand all the fake eyelashes that make you look like you're a giraffe. You know, I feel like people walk around like this. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm like, oh, God, did a butterfly get stuck to your face? What the fuck is happening there? Why are you doing that to your face? I mean, it's Post Malone. Why did you do that to your face? What? I love his music, and I saw his face. I went, he's not safe. He is not right. Something is so wrong there. It makes me nervous. And as a mother, I want to hug him and say, oh, baby, I need to help you. What did they do to you in your face? Why would you do that? I don't know. These are the things that, as I go out in the world and see people, I'm like, are you hurting? Do you need help? That's what I want to say almost everywhere I go. I don't go places. Well, that's all I got. I think there's something wrong with it, though. I personally, I want to help save the men's pants. So weird. And what's even weirder is like almost all of them have these like rock hard, incredible glute, strong bubble butts. And I'm like, it would look so much better if you pulled your pants up. It looks so much better. And then you wouldn't have to walk all stupid, like with they're straddled, the way they walk, their legs all straddled and stupid because they can't actually do anything. Oh, it's weird. That's all I think about stuff like that. I'm like, what would you do if you had to save somebody, run into the street and save them? You couldn't, because your pants would fall down to your knees and you fall over, and then the child or the dog would get hit by a car. So I just see it as incompetence and incapable of things. But I don't know. Maybe I'm like some throwback from 1947 sometimes. I don't understand myself from myself. I want the underwear pants to end. I took my son to the mall a couple weeks ago. We were at Perimeter Mall. It's Friday night. We went to the mall doing things. Like, let's go. I was like, absolutely, let's go to the mall, man. I'm like, oh my God, my son's taking me to the mall. I was so excited. I'm like, I just love that my 16-year-old son would want to hang out at the mall with me. I mean, I remember being 16 and going to the mall, right? I remember a few years ago when I was encouraging him about going to the mall. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, baby, the mall is like the thing. You guys don't do that yet? So I took some of his friends. I was like, oh, no, let me take you to the mall. And I said, so here's the thing. I'm going to go over here. You can go for a while without, like, you get used to it by yourself. And he's like, really? I'm like, oh, yeah, go do your thing. You know, go do it. And then one of his little girlfriends kind of took him on a sort of a pseudo date. He was like 13 and he was like 12 or 13 and she was like 14, 15. She was a little older. And so they met and I said, oh, I'll just drop you off. He's like, I said, really? I said, you have your phone. You're good. You understand. You don't go in the bathroom with them people. You don't, if any man comes up to you, you kick him in the nuts and you do what you got. You know, I go through all that. Let me be real clear. You just be careful of those things. But yeah, have a great time. Here's some money. I said, trust me, you'll see. He's like, Mom, that was so fun. I'm like, I know, going to the mall. It's a thing when you're like a 12, 13, 14, right? So anyway, so we go to the mall, perimeter. All you see are all these good-looking young men, you know. I don't know, everybody looks about 12 to me now, but they're probably 19, 20, 25, whatever. All kinds of butts everywhere hanging out. I'm like looking at it all like, I was like, wow. And sometimes it just distracts me. He's like numb to it. And we've talked about it. I said, you think? He's like, no, Mom, I don't get it either. It looks stupid. So I'm like, okay, thank God. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Maybe he's just trying to be unique, differentiate, but that's where I'm at. I'm going to go now. I just, see if there's anything, anybody has any insight. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe it means you're tough. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, it does work. It's working for them some kind of way. Men with the context, why men are walking around with the pants and the underwear still showing. Like, why is that still happening? And I'm confused because, you say they all do it. That's why they do it. Laugh out loud. You know what? There's a lot to be said for, herd mentality. You're right. And fitting in. And if like, well, this is what everybody's doing. This is the cultural norm. And to fit in, I'll do the same thing. You probably are Glenn 06. Absolutely correct. That's where we're at. It happened. It started happening. I mean, I wore my pants low. I remember, but we weren't wearing it that. We wore them down a little bit lower, but not like this. I mean, when it broke to the full underneath, like at the bottom, it's on the thigh. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really interesting. All my thugs pulled up their pants. I know, right? Do you really think there's a down low gay thing still associated with it? I don't think so, because I see so many guys doing it. They're not gay. They're not gay. I know, I can tell. I have gaydar. They're not gay. Now I understand black men can be on the DL and hide it a whole lot more. Even I won't pick it up on a lot of them, but I don't know. I really don't. I bet there's some, but I mean, I don't know if I buy that. Some women must. Detroit native. What's up, Jessica? What up, though? Podcast will be out Monday. I know. Like, say you wore it at 12 because you didn't know. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. The sun's coming out. I don't think it's still a gay thing. I really don't. As I said, like, that was the old thing in the prison. And then it came out and there was like this misunderstanding. That's what I'm saying. It's been decades of transition and these people are so far, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's any connection. That's what I'm so confused about it. But, we have all kinds of rituals, I guess, that we still do. And we have no idea why we do them. And we have words we say. We find out, oh, that's where that's from. Lots of things we do are from various cults and pagan things and satanic rituals. We do all kinds of weird shit that we don't actually know where it came from. And when you find out, you're like, oh, that's not okay. Maybe I'll stop saying that word or doing that thing. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You go, when you find out things, you're like, oh, that's why we do that in this culture. And they've kind of, wash the darkness away and you don't know why you're doing it, but you're continuing to be a part of the system. It's fascinating. So maybe that's just part of it. They don't know. So somebody says your husband. So Lisa, your husband does it? Was it because it's falling off of him, or he wants to do it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about the plumbers and stuff where the thing is falling and the guys with the big old bellies and they're trying to, you know, they're not trying to wear the right size and it's coming down. I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the very intentional. I don't know. It's too much. So I really want to understand it because I would like it to go away. And on that note, I don't understand BBLs. I don't know what that means. Below butt, leg, below. I don't know what that means, Christine Wack. Oh, somebody did it intentionally upset his mother. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. Children do things. And I'm like, I'm learning to start ignore. Oh yeah, plumber butt's not the same. Nah, that's different. Sometimes my pants fall. And Bennett, my son's like, Mom, pull up your pants. I'm like, Bennett, I'm sorry. They just falling down and didn't bring a belt. Sometimes they do fall down. It is what it is. Oh, women in stilettos. Yeah. Those are horrible, aren't they? Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to see if anybody has any insight. It's over yet. Yeah, I know, right? I'm reading all the comments because, when I post this, if I post it, they go away, and I don't like that. I just want to say poetry. I do too. If I crack the case, yeah, it is a big perennial question, right? I need to do, yeah, it does. The black man on the down low with the gay thing. It's really interesting that they keep out. They do. There's a lot of there's a lot of married men doing a whole lot of things on the DL. It's shocking. Even they're like, oh, for real? Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Maybe I should wear tight baseball pants. What are you talking about, Karen Lee? On a side note, my skin is amazing. Well, thank you, boo. I'm doing lots of things for my skin. I got a whole new skin serum I'm using. It's on my website. I just put it on there yesterday. But I don't talk about everything that I'm always doing. And I'm doing a serum with my red light. Gays still wear tight pants. Everybody wears tight pants. Gays still wear tight pants. Of course they do, because they have good bodies. The gays care. The gays are keeping this shit tight. Okay? And so do the fit straight people. Oh, Lord. Oh, there's some weird comments now. I'm not going to read all those. Why are you in the car? Because I just came back from the UPS store, which was closed, and I had to get a battery for my glucose meter. I went to do all my blood glucose today and last night. The damn battery was. I'm like, God, I can't know my numbers. I like to track my numbers sometimes. I couldn't do it. So yeah, I'm just back, and for whatever reason, car videos they run really well on Instagram. So I'll make videos in the car just to feed the algorithm. Don't ask me why. But, I play the game. Brazilian butt lift, Lord. I just learned BBL. What is BBL? What is everybody talking about? Is that some horrible thing I shouldn't be saying? Talking about other things people do that don't understand. Eyelashes, BBL, sagging pants. What is BBL? Somebody tell me. Post Malone has been upset his mom. Oh, Post Malone, really? Oh, that poor boy. That some of his songs about his mama, right? Because she killed herself, I think. He's really talented. Oh, Brazilian butt lift. Thank for somebody for telling me what a BBL was. I didn't know what the hell you're talking about. That's how far from plastic surgery I am. Isn't that sad where we are? We're we think it's so normal to just pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to put fake shit in our body to look pretty. So weird that this is normal. My son goes to school with he has a ton of Asian friends. That's Korean and Vietnamese and Chinese and stuff. His first girlfriend was Korean. And he's telling me, Mom, do you know in Korea, like, they have a certain set beauty standard. Like, it's so tight. It's totally normal for almost everybody to have surgery. And he's explaining all of it. He goes, because that's so horrible. It's so sad. And, you know, I'm like, I'm so glad he thinks that. He's like, can you imagine? Like, their eyes have to be a certain way. Their chin has to, he was explaining all of it. He goes, it's like almost everybody has plastic surgery. And they're open about it. It's socially accepted. It's almost like if you don't, you are a loser. Like, you don't care enough about what we care about. Because he's like, you know, the Koreans are really into skin. I'm like, oh, yeah, they're really into all of the things. But I didn't know it was that. So all of them, his Korean friends are explaining. And one of his friends is not there. I was like, I don't know why she went home. And I go, maybe, is she having surgery? He goes, oh. He says, no, she would have told me. She would have told me because they don't care. She actually doesn't like all that and wants to live in America because she doesn't want all that surgery. And I was like, wow, really interesting. Yeah, Brazilian butt lifts, and we do weird things, you know? Oh, Post Malone. Now I feel bad about him, but I know like, something's wrong with you. I mean, right? You're that angry about your mother. You hurt. You do that to your face. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Makes me want to go. Maybe I'm going to write him I'm going to go do a little prayer. I'm going to go meditate and send a prayer to Post Malone. I love his music. I'm not going to lie. His music, I mean, I cry at some of his songs. I'm like, oh, he is feeling it. He is feeling it, and he is feeling it. And a lot of his songs, I feel them. Like, they're me. I'm like, I could be singing this song. Options. Oh, my God. Love it. When I'm really feeling down, that's what I listen to that song. Like, like, you know what? You don't have options, girl. What are my choices? Who am I gonna call? My daddy, my mother, my grandmother, my rich uncle? None of them. It's on me. You got options, or you? Who's gonna call? My husband? I had one of those once. No, ma'am. Anyway, I'm gonna go work. I have to work. I'm going to go check on my chickens and go get some eggs out of the chicken coop. And on that note, I have babbled too long. Much love to y'all. Have an amazing Biden's gas. That man's not in charge of anything, y'all, please. Come on now. You think he's really to blame for anything? I mean... That's a Telegram conversation. Go to my Telegram channel. Bye.